Yo, what is up, my mullet? Sharp here, and bringing you guys Road to Commander Episode 2. Episode 2 in the series, and we're going to start off here creating some classes, because I just got up to level 4, and I have the ability to make classes. Submachine gun, what else do I got? Submachine gun. Oh, just this piece of shit. Alright. Attachments. I don't know if I want to buy attachments, so it's kind of a waste of money. Frag grenade, whatever, just keep that. I need some concussion, that is what I want. But I want to buy ninja. Ninja, and now I can't buy ghost. I don't need ghost. I'm not a noob. So, I hope you guys are liking this series, The Road to Commander. And let's see what assault rifles. I can't buy any assault rifles, so I gotta rank up some more. Actually, you know what? I think I will go ahead and buy extended mags for this. Just because I think I'm going to be using the MP5 for a while. And switching off from... The guns in this game that you start with are terrible. You do not have very good guns. And last episode we played Dom, so let's go with some... Let's go with headquarters for this episode. You don't really start off with the best guns in this game until you get up to the FAMAS and AK, which... Oh, we're playing another new map. Until you get up to... right around, I'm trying to remember what level you're on, like 13, 14, around that area, 15. So you don't really start with the best guns. When, like, in other Call of Duties, you'd start off with at least the M16 in Call of Duty 4 and the MP5, which were the best, most used guns. And then in Modern Warfare 2, you'd start off with the FAMAS, which everyone used. And it's just, you always start with the most used guns, and in this game it's kind of different. You start with the MP5 and M16, which... they're not really the best guns in the world. I think everyone's still waiting for Call of Duty to improve these guns. And I don't think they've really... I don't think they're not improved. I think it's more that there's better guns. Because if the FAMAS from this game was in Call of Duty 4, nobody would have used the M16 in that game. Because it wouldn't have been that good of a gun. If you go back and play Call of Duty 4 now, and you try to use M16, it's not like it's a cakewalk to use. Oh, Claymore, bitch. If you try to use the M16 in Call of Duty 4 now, it's not like it's a cakewalk to use. It's not an easy gun. Or the MP5. There's a lot of recoil. And I think they're pretty much identical. They're not, you know, it's not the same as this game, but they're pretty identical as far as recoil and strength. And I just think that people want to say, "Oh, bring back the old M16 and the old MP5," which I would like to see in Black Ops 2 or whatever they call it, Iron Wolf. I don't even know. People are going to get on me because I don't know what it's called and calling it Black Ops 2, and I've heard people argue, "Oh, it's not Black Ops 2, it's this, that." But I think instead of saying bring back the old M16, I think people need to say make Black Ops 2, we're going to call it Black Ops 2, make it a more burst fire dominant game instead of saying bring back the old M16, because I think the M16's been here. Even the MW3 M16 feels kind of like the Call of Duty 4 one. MW2 M16 wasn't bad. It's just there's better guns. I think they need to get away from the spraying, you know, ACR, FAMAS, the guns that are long range that can beat SMGs. I think SMG players need to be able to be SMG players, and assault rifle players need to be assault rifle players. Which means if you're using an assault rifle, you need to be from distance. If you're using SMG, then you should be able to... Oh, my phone's ringing. Wouldn't be a commentary without it. But you need to be able to be far away and be a challenge to shoot it. I don't like the MP7 and the MW3 because I think it can just shoot from anywhere, up close and far away. I think it should be a challenge to shoot someone from far away with a MP5 or SMG, whatever you're going to use. And then when you have an assault rifle, it should be a challenge to kill people up close. It shouldn't just be Type 95 one burst or spray and pray with your ACR. But these dudes are some Claymore bitches. I will say that. I'm not going in there. These dudes like their Claymores. They probably all have assassin on. I think they need to also... I guess this is going to be... I'm going to probably title this video Black Ops 2 ideas. I think I've already done this. I've already done a video kind of touching base on this. But I think they need to... Like that gun right there, the AUG. Why is it just spray? Why are all these spray guns in the game? And this dude, KV's lying to me. I think what they need to do is, like I said, get rid of the long-range spraying guns. And they also need to bring stopping power back. Because if you guys go and play, they need to bring stopping power back, and they also need to have assassin or ghost, or whatever it's going to be called, in the second perk slot. And I think if you guys play Call of Duty 4, you'll understand why. Like, no one used UAV. There was a UAV jammer in there, it was just like assassin, and no one used it because if you use that, then you didn't have stocking power, you didn't have jug, and it was like you didn't have either of those perks, and you're kind of screwed. All right, Dark Corner McDougal. And so I think they need to bring back that aspect to where you have to make a choice if you want to be using ghost or assassin or something like that. Then you should have to give up stopping power to give you a disadvantage, because otherwise it just makes kill streaks so useless. Like, kill streaks are so terrible. That's why, alright, this guy just got a 3P. That's why when I play MW2 or MW3, I mean, I use specialist, because there's no point to use anything else. Like, what are you gonna do? And I call it a helicopter, just blown out of the air. And I also think the Moab was a good addition to the game. I know some people don't like it because some people might not be able to get it, but I think it's a good thing for the game because it adds something different. But it's not like the nuke where it's a game-ending thing. I mean, pretty much I've gotten Moabs that I've lost before, and I say it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because it kind of promotes camping. People camp a lot to get them, and same with the nuke. That's one thing I didn't like about the nuke is people would just camp their ass off just to get a nuke. Because, you know, you have to go on that high kill streak, and usually when I go for Moabs, I don't camp. I just kind of run around and let it happen. If I go on a kill streak, then I go on a kill streak. But most people are me, and there's going to be a Claymore up here. Look at this. You're going to die. Maybe not. Oh. Alright. But I think it kind of promotes camping. But for me, I don't camp when I get them. I like the Moabs. I think it adds something to the game. It gives something for the viewers. Like, say YouTube. How many YouTube videos are there with Moabs? And like, I mean, I do a whole series on Moab Challenge trying to get Moabs different guns. I don't like these. I feel like I'm playing James Bond when I use these things. Oh, I heard this guy reload. Ooh, he dead. It's just a fun game. I wish I could get on an old map. I like what MW2 did with the disabled DLC. I think that was a smart idea. Cause you know, people like me, I'd always download DLC just to see what's new and what they're doing, and just because, well, right now I have COD Elite, so it's free download pretty much. So why not? And I always download it. Mainly on this game, I download these maps for zombies. Watch this. This is strategy right here, people. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I took my kill. You gotta do the dramatic music when you shoot these. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they took another kill. That was a good one too. I was weaving through the trees and not the trees, but the scaffolding. Oh, this dude only used me mullet, running around with some knives. I don't even remember what I was talking about before I brought out my Valkyrie. I had the new maps, but I like how they added the disabled DLC. Because personally, if I never played these maps, I wouldn't care. I would just personally be happy. That's what I do whenever I play MW3. I disable DLC because I don't like playing the new maps. They're garbage. And I think, like I said in the last episode, oh, I'm getting killed because I don't have assassin. These maps aren't bad. Oh, finally my team gets to headquarters. These maps aren't bad. It's just there's a lot of stuff. I think this map would have been better if they would have put real animals like in the cages, and you go in the wrong place, you get killed by a tiger. That's my personal opinion, but I think that the new maps, they just try too hard to just add a bunch of stuff everywhere, and they don't really, I think they try to put the maps out too quick, which I also think they kind of scam people with the new maps, because I'm going to show you guys something after this with this game that I knows, and I'm pretty sure every Call of Duty does it, but they already had new maps. Like, they already had the maps, like the golf course map they made. They already had that map made. Or I think, at least. You can tell from the kill streak picture, which I'll show you guys at the end of the game. But I think they already had these maps made before the game even came out. Which, to me, is like... They just hold the maps just to make extra money off something. Because they know people are going to buy the maps. And so they just withhold it. But I think most map packs that they have, except for like the first release, I believe all the first release map packs that they put out are already made before the game even comes out. But, oh, I hit him with a nade. I forgot nades suck in this game. And this gun sucks. But I think all the other maps they make are kind of rushed. I think they just rush to put the maps out. And they don't really have any... They just rush, and they don't test them. They don't make sure they're good. They just kind of put a lot of shit everywhere. They have an idea. Oh, let's put a map on a zoo. That'll be cool. It's not a bad idea. Map on a zoo, you know, it could be good, except for they just. All right, this guy is a bitch. Nice cornered, bro. Except for they just add like a lot of unnecessary stuff and all this stuff, which I'm pretty happy about Black Ops 2 because. They are making... Vonhar goes to MLG event. Or he went to MLG events last year when Black Ops was on the circuit. And he supported MLG and he liked the whole competitive thing. And, you know, he would try to get people in the crowd all riled up and start cheering because as far as our crowd and cheering goes, I think our crowd is pretty dead. And the reason why is there's not really... No really Call of Duty fans... There weren't really too many spectators unless they were local. Now, if you go like Halo or like the old Halo Reach, not so much, but the old Halo actually had fans. Halo 3 had fans. StarCraft 2 had fans, and people would come from Korea to come to an MLG event and watch StarCraft 2. Now that's nuts to me. And why wouldn't they chant? They're fans. They're flying all the way over there to root someone on to cheer. All the Call of Duty players that are at the events are there playing, and I think one of the problems with our community is no one in our community wants to see someone else be successful and see someone achieve something. And it just, so why are they going to cheer for someone when they're like, oh, I wish that was me up on stage? Now, I will agree there are some, you know, when it gets to the final rounds, there are cheering. There is cheering, not there are cheering, but there is cheering that goes on, and it's kind of small cheering, but there's still cheering, and it's good. But I think there just needs to be more of a fan base for Call of Duty. Oh, line up the three-piece. Where's the quad? I think there needs to be more of a fan base, and there needs to be less hatred within the Call of Duty community. Now, me for one, I'm not much of a enthusiast. Like, even if I go to like an NBA basketball game or like a Major League Baseball game, I'm not like the person that's like cheering for the team and like, yeah, go, yeah. I'm not that type of person. I'm not like a cheery, peppy type of person. I'm just kind of chilled and laid back. But I know there's some people that can get crazy because you see these people at the MLG events later. And there might be, oh my god, I forgot you could dolphin dive. Look at that beauty. Headquarters online, baby. How about RCXD online? Dun, 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 dun. Oh my mullet, what happened? We're getting destroyed, my team. They're terrible. So I think there just needs to be more cheering at Call of Duty events, kind of hyped up more. And I'd like to see for Black Ops 2. Me personally, I think it'll be on the circuit, just because the game's being made with competitive in mind, and they're actually working. I'm pretty sure they're working with MLG. I've seen some tweets from Sundance and some tweets from Vaughn. I think they're actually working with MLG on the game, so I think they're definitely gonna have land in it. It's definitely gonna be a. What does this go to? Does it just go on forever? Oh, it just says losing. Nice. Alright. I'm trying to look at the scoreboard and you're killing me. So I think they're making the game with a competitive mindset, which is going to be good, which means the guns are going to be more whatever the competitive people want. I think the maps are going to be more competitive based. They're going to have competitive playlists, I bet, from the start. And if not the start, they're going to have it later, definitely, because a lot of the competitive players really like the competitive players. Even though I don't really like it too much, I'm not... Oh, look at this dude. I'm not a big fan of the competitive playlist, and the reason being, whenever I go into it, oh my god. Whenever I go into it, I always have really bad teammates, and my team just gets destroyed because we're playing against like a real team in there. Or
is anybody out there?
Is anybody out there? No, we're not. So either go in, I get destroyed because I have really bad teammates that are like running around with light machine guns because they stumbled around the wrong playlist and they're kind of lost and they don't really know what they're doing. Or you go in and you just destroy the other team and they leave, and it's just dumb. And people just leave the game. It makes the game dumb. I like that. I like that about this game. If this is MW2, I could have possibly killed that guy. I don't even know what this goes to. I think it just 250 maybe. But this is MW2. Right, this gun just sucks. But when you're like red on MW2, you can jump out and kill people, which I completely disagree with. I don't like the whole lag compensation thing. I've kind of got an understanding of it, of what lag compensation is, and I hope they take it out of all the Call of Duty games. They don't. Oh, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna get more kills. Nice. I think they need to take it out of all the Call of Duty games. Or not all of them. I think they just added it to MW3, if that's my understanding, or that's when people just started talking about it. If you guys don't know what it is, I'm gonna try to explain it in 15 seconds. Basically, what it is people with really good connections, and they get matched up with people with really bad connections. It kind of lowers the quality of the people with good connections and gives them a worse connection, and makes the people with bad connections kind of have an advantage over them. So, yeah. And that guy just said, yeah.
The battle is lost.
Ah, my teammates are terrible. Just, oh, knucklehead, that's terrible. These mortars flying. But I think lag compensation is not a good thing. If someone has a bad connection, then they have a bad connection. They just need to get rid of lag compensation and have local host searching. So you're not playing against people over in England where lag compensation come in handy. They don't really need that. And they need to make it so I'm not playing against, I'm less likely to get matched up people on the western side of the map. And I think it just makes, that's why sometimes like a lot of bullshit happens on MW3 if you're playing pubs. And I think it's like the ragiest game that I've ever played, for one, because I have a 50 meg down and 5 meg up, and I'm direct connected to my router, and playing against people that don't have such good connections, it can kind of screw me over, and it just makes the whole game bad. I think they just need to take it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Probably it feels like a little long. It feels like I've been talking forever. Yeah, 18 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys liked it, as always, give it a like. Helps me out. And if you're not subbed, go ahead and subscribe. And this is Sharp. I'm out. Peace. Alright, so what I was talking about with the kill streaks, if you look at the spy plane, you notice the background of the map that it's over. It kind of looks like the new map, one of the new maps, this, like in the background. Kind of looks like the golf course in the background. I'm not sure. I don't know, but it was just kind of fishy to me, kind of curious, and that's why I think that they put out they put out the game and they already have DLC made. They just don't put the DLC in the game, so people end up buying it anyway. Like this, you can tell it's on Nuketown. This is on like Summit or something. This is on Launch. Another map like Summit. I just think that I don't know. That's Summit, like, and then the background of this, I don't know, it just looks like the golf course map. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys think that they really do this, it doesn't really matter to me, but I just thought it was kind of interesting. And this is Sharp. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm out. Peace.